Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trally's up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton out. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me. Barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me. Barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Don't become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you throw your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with you. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the rating. Let me out, I don't wanna be kidding. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for take off, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I missed them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson, 5'11" tall, weighed in at 147 pounds. He's got a reach of just over 72 inches. And he'll be taking on Tim Tszyu, 5'8.5" tall with a reach of 70.5 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York. He'll be taking on Tim Tszyu, fighting out of Sydney, Australia. If you saw his fight against Sebastian Fundora, you had to be impressed.
This bout is scheduled for 15.
The fans are ready. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That jab misses. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And he scores with the counter. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be a hellfire on here.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab not finding its target. Didn't land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Tried to score with a jab. There's a counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Lucky that hook didn't score. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this... Here we go for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. That uppercut doesn't land. A perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. That uppercut does not score. Beautiful counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice counter. Swing and a miss with the jab. game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Out there, I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That counter shot lands. And this with that jab. Pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Sugar Ray is down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I need to see that again.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Well done with that counter shot. Can't find a home with that jab. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. A lot of effort being exerted here. Good counter punch. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back to Nick.
On to the fourth we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain on the ball.
He blocks the uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. They both want a highlight reel knockout. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter punch. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot...
Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Missing with that jab. Catch and shoot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
That left hook misses. Well done with that counter shot. Just misses with that jab. jab better in this fight. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Let's get into what you do. Good work. Just get...
Let's start the 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
So one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Left uppercut doesn't score. His stamina is off the charts. Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that time counter shot? Nope, that uppercut does not score. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. He misses with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Holding nothing back here in the round. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? And there's the bell for round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can't find a home for that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A perfect counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They blocked the uppercut. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford... This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious, and this fight moves on. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A swing and a miss with that jab. Robinson goes to the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get triggered.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
And he would, I don't believe it. One of the all-time greats, Robinson goes down. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in clean though, without a bruise.
fresh meat.
Listen to me, are you okay?